I just arrived at Sussman Middle School, which is a part of Downey Unified School District. Now, if you talk to any school administrator, they'll say what makes for good reform. It's a lot of variables, but one factor that's absolutely important is great site leadership. If you look at the principal here, Dr. Jagalski, the vice principal, Dr. Anita Arora, you'll see that they're compassionate, intelligent, driven administrators who have really done wonders for Sussman Middle School. And we're about to talk to them about the last pilot they just had in the last year, which was really amazing. They used Let's Go Learn, which is a diagnostic assessment and personalized learning product. But they also really, put a lot of effort into it because it's a whole school effort to make something happen. It's not just having a good tool.
Here we go.
Hello. We're here today at Sussman Middle School. This is Dr. Robert Jagalski, Dr. Anita Arora, and they had a fantastic year last year, and we're going to talk about it. They were using Let's Go Learn, but they were also obviously implementing a much larger reform effort. So Dr. J, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Statistically, we have students that are considered to have a lot of headwinds, obstacles in their past, and we're just looking for ways to improve and help them any way we can. And one of the things we found was Let's Go Learn really helped us do a push last year. So I'll give a brief overview. Last year, in terms of met and exceeded, so you have the not met, nearly met, met and exceeded. In our met and exceeded category, we went up 11% in 6th grade, 5 to 6% in 8th grade, and that'll be coming out shortly. The official, those are preliminary data that matches our use with Let's Go Learn.
Let's Go Learn Math Edge. It really helps me with school and testing me and almost preparing me for my tests.
And this is our fabulous vice principal, Dr. Arora. She'll give you a little bit more on how we got kids excited about a simple math program.
We started really implementing a strong daily program where students were logged on to Let's Go Learn, doing the Math Edge lessons, and then even expanded further into after-school activities and weekend challenges that were really successful with excited students, a lot of prizes, and a lot of motivation to really fill those gaps and help students really enjoy learning math.
I really like the program. My students love it. I think my favorite thing about it is how tailored it is to their needs, filling in those gaps, those essential skills that they need that I might not get to in my regular classroom.
We tried to get as much time as we could as possible for the students to have access to it.
We had parents on board, we had the community on board. It was just really successful, and the kids love the prizes.
Math Edge has helped me a lot. Basically what we do is you have to do as many math challenges as you can, and then you get a prize at the end. And it was really fun to do all them because you have they kind of teach you in songs and all that. For example, with fractions, it helped me a lot to learn how to multiply and divide them. And right now I'm really good at them.
What we saw with the usage of Let's Go Learn, especially at the 6th grade and at the 8th grade level, kids who used it over the entire year about 20 hours, right around that 20-hour mark, which is what our 8th grade and our 6th grade did, went up.
One cool thing is that when I'm teaching a lesson, sometimes students have seen that lesson on Math Edge, and as I'm teaching it, they'll tell me, oh, I already learned this, and they have that sense of confidence that it isn't their first time seeing it, and they've got some scaffolding already built in before I even teach the lesson to them. So that's been a really positive aspect of the program.
Taking the math assessment sometimes is challenging, and then if you're getting stuff wrong, it goes a little easier for you. But then when you get it, it goes back to the harder question. I always did at least do 3 a day so I can get better in math. So when the SAT comes, I know how to do everything.
If they need extra help or want to complete extra assignments, then they could go log into Let's Go Learn and do modules.
I always mention to the parents, hey, by the way, if over the weekend or at home, they're done with their homework and they have nothing to do, please have them log into Math Edge. They have all these modules, and the parents really appreciate it. You mean, yeah, they can log in wherever they have internet, and they can work on their math, and you can even check their progress. You can see how they did.
The original baseline assessment of ADAM provides such a detailed overview of where the students' strengths and weaknesses are. So that was very attractive for us. That absolutely aligned and filled the gaps where students were struggling. It was amazing.
Some kids like to log in and do it every day, and they get excited. They'll come in and be like, oh, Mrs. Perkins, I worked on this last night, and they become really excited and they feel confident. They're happy. I get hugs after tests because all of a sudden they're doing better.
One of the reports I like is just the basic one where I can see how many lessons they've tried and how many times it took them, so that I can talk to that student if they need some extra help on that skill.
On Monday, when I look at the reports and I see how much they've tried, I sometimes point out kids like, hey, I noticed you, great job.
Last year was a great year in math.
Our weekly math challenge has been a big success.
Actually just seeing the huge growth that they've made, like the leaps and bounds that they've come just by doing this extra practice, the filling in the gaps, the holes that they've had.
We even had parents log in to Let's Go Learn, and the students taught the parents how to use it at open house, and that was really neat, so parents got that same experience as their child.
I really love the program. The kids love it, they're excited to do it, and it makes teaching and learning fun.
If you give it an opportunity and a chance, the individualized lessons, you need to use it, be dedicated, be passionate about it. It will sell itself.
Purposeful.